guys, it's me Stace. Today I want to share with you my design team project for Maymay made it, and we are still with our Christmas in July theme, and today we're making a really fun snowman card. Hope you can see the background there, the snowflakes, they are embossed as well as the ones down here. Then we have the inside there. Alright, so the first thing you will need is a piece of cardstock for the base of the card. This piece measures 8.5 by 5.5. You want to score that at 4 1/4. I chose a blue color for the front to kind of create a sky. This piece measures 4 by 5 1/4. Two white pieces, one measures 4 by 5 1/4 and the other one is 4 by 3. We're using two of Maymay stamps. The first one for the snowman shape is from Christmas Stitched Shapes. That is a tongue twister. And then also Cozy Snowman Wishes for the snowflake as well as the Winter Wonderland greeting. And as I mentioned, we are going to be embossing. So I'm going to bring in my glass cutting mat here. Hopefully it won't come off with a big glare. I'm going to take this piece, set the other two aside. Now I'm going to use this little embossing buddy. If you don't have this, you could just simply take like a little baby sock and fill it with cornstarch, just to kind of get rid of the static on the card. Alright, and I have my Versamark ink here. The snowflake already on my block, and we're just going to ink it up in the Versamark and then stamp it on our card. You only need to do about the top 1/3 because we're not going to see the bottom half. Well, I guess it's the top 2/3. I mentioned before, I'm not the best at math, especially when it comes to fractions. So you need to do about that much of the card because we'll have that snowbank hill on the bottom. And just like anytime you're using stamps to make your own paper, you want to rotate the stamp and also stamp off the edges a little bit so it looks more like pattern paper. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to bring in my white embossing powder. I just keep mine in this little Tupperware container. I'm going to take this, grab this, and pour this on. Okay. Just double check and make sure it looks pretty good, and that does. Take this, put that back in there. I'm going to set that aside, otherwise I'll blow it everywhere. Alright, I'm going to use my bone folder to hold this down. I have my heat gun. I'm going to fast forward this part so it's not terribly loud. I'm just going to heat it up with the snowflakes to emboss them. Okay, that is all done. Now you want to take that 4 by 3 piece of white we had and just go from the one side in half and tear it. And you want to kind of go down as you go to create like a little hill. Alright, so now we have two of them. You can just decide which one you like better. This one or this one. I think I'm going to go with the bigger one. Now I'm going to stamp the Winter Wonderland greeting on there. Let me grab my ink. I'm going to stamp this first before I emboss it. This says Winter Wonderland. Hopefully I'm able to get this on there straight. Pretty good. Alright, let's close the ink up. Now I also want to stamp the snowflakes on here, but before I do that, I want to bring it up to this one. This way I'm not putting a snowflake right where the other snowflake is going to go. Alright, so one more time we're going to bring in our scrap piece of paper, grab that little powder puff, bring this piece over as well, just use it for a reference here. Grab our Versamark again and our snowflakes. Alright, so I don't want one right here or here, so I'm going to go here, come down here a little bit, and over there. I know you guys can't see it, but I promise you it's there. Let's grab our white powder again, bring that paper back over. Just look at it, make sure it looks good, and it does. And again, the same process. I'm going to hold this down with my bone folder and heat up the snowflakes. Okay, we're all done with the embossing. We're just going to move this out of our way. Alright, let's bring our card piece back over. Let's close our Versamark ink up. We're done with that. Alright, so first thing, we're going to take our cardstock, fold it in half, crease with your bone folder. Now Now because we embossed this, you will see the paper does get warpy, so rather than using a liquid glue, I'm going to use the sticky strip. So I'm going to flip it over on the back side and just put the sticky strip along the edges. This way it'll help that piece lay flat for us. Then we'll put art glitter glue in the center to help hold it down. Okay, so that piece is done. I'm going to do the same for this piece here. Again, this just makes sure it lays flat. Otherwise, if you just use a liquid glue on it, it may appear to be bumpy. Nothing wrong with a bumpy card if that's the look you're going for. Alrighty, our last side here. Alright, now before I attach this, I do want to kind of fold over the top. Gives that more 3D effect. And let's take this piece. I'm going to take my bone folder and just rub that there. Okay, take the backing off. Okay, hopefully you guys can see here the embossing on there. It has a really nice shimmer to it. All right, let's take our glue. I'm using art glitter glue. All right, I'm going to fix the tape down here. And now we're just going to go ahead and put this on the front of our card. Make sure there's no tape hanging out. Alright, hopefully that'll be straight and centered, because if not, I can't get it off because that tape is super strong. Alright, do the same for this piece. Alright, put some glue in the center of it. Alright, and I'm going to line it up at the bottom. I can tape hanging off. Alright, now I'm just going to get in there with my bone folder and just kind of ruffle this up a little bit, again, so it looks more 3D like. Okay? Alright, now we have the snowman. I mentioned they were from the Christmas stitched shapes. This one here, I stamped them out. I used my brother's scan and cut to cut them. If you don't have that machine, you can simply go around and fussy cut them. They really are easy to fussy cut. Alright, so what I want to do first is stamp the eyes on there, or the nose, and the buttons. So I have the button on my block here, and I'm going to go ahead and use that same blue ink just to kind of tie the colors in. Alright, so we have the button. We're going to stamp 3 buttons going down. On each snowman. I love snowmen. Something about them just makes you smile. Alright, we're done with the blue ink. We can, oh, actually we're not. While we're here, let's grab our inside piece. Again, that's the white, that's 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to grab that snowflake. I need to clean it off real quick. I have a wet rag over here, or a wipey. Alright, go with the blue ink. I'm going to stamp on the bottom right hand corner just to tie that blue in. Alright, now we're done with the blue ink. Alright, now we want to do the black for the snowman's face, and that's just a black memento ink. Ink that up, put his little face on. So cute. Alrighty, and I just have an orange Crayola marker here for the nose. So cute. Alright, now I wanted to create a scarf, so I'm going to use some of this baker's twine I have here. I'm going to cut 2 pieces off. I was going to use ribbon, but I thought I could tie in the brown that I used here. And let's flip this guy over. Oh. Put the loop behind him. This is sometimes the hardest part, especially on camera. Alrighty. Alright, I have that where I want it. I'm going to double knot it. And then just kind of tinker with it a little bit. All right, let's do the next one. And I'm known to using too much twine or ribbon. All right, and again, I'm tying it to the one side of them. Let's go around the hat. There we go. You don't want to tie it terribly tight because you'll risk tearing the snowman piece. Okay, and then again, tinker with it so it's kind of hanging down. I just kind of pinch it. That does help a little bit. Take your scissors and just cut off the extra pieces. And the same for this guy over here. All right, I'm going to flip these guys over and add some foam squares. Actually, I'm just using this foam tape I had. All right, I'm going to use 3. So there's 1 for that one. This one here, and then the back of the hat. And I do love the look embossing it gives cards. It just adds that extra something to it, but I always forget to do it. And it really isn't even that time consuming. Alrighty, put this one here and that one behind the hat. Alright, I'm going to give them a squish. Our card front back over, take the backing off. We'll probably have to fix the scarf again. Alright, yeah, we gotta fix this scarf. This is like going way wonky. You know, but it's a scarf, right? They always go all kinds of different directions. Alright, so we're just gonna fix it a little bit. You can always add like a glue dot to hold that down. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this tape here, stick it to myself, and take it off, take the backing off. You know, it's kind of funny when I want glue to stick to me, it doesn't. All right, I'm just going to try to separate it. I'm going to make my own glue dot. Did I get any? I'm going to stick it to my board. A little bit easier there. All right, let's get a new piece. I'm going to stick it to my board, take the backing off. Maybe. There we go. All right, then I'm going to pick that up and just create like a little glue dot. Put it behind the twine. And stick that twine down. Definitely being finicky, isn't it? There we go. Okay. All right, now let's do the same thing with the other guy. I apologize, guys. This video is probably really long. All right, we're going to put him closer to the bottom, like this. And again, I think we're going to have to fix his scarf. Actually, I think I'm going to let his scarf be all willy-nilly. So there's the outside. Isn't that super cute? All right, let's go ahead and do the inside, and then we're done. Now let my glue sit here, and I'm going to take my pin and just go ahead and push it inside there. All right. And I will have all the sizes and supplies I used in the blog post below, which will take you to Maymay's website. If you guys have not already, I will also link her Facebook group below as well, and you guys can join there and share your Christmas and July cards. Our challenge this month for the design team was to come up with a different kind of background, and you guys always know I do stamp my background, so I thought I'll do the same thing, but this time I'm going to emboss it. So there's that card there that took us forever, and then there's this card here. Alright guys, there you have it. Any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.